February 24th, 2022. This date will forever be etched in history as the day Russia shattered decades of peace in Europe. The invasion of Ukraine sent shockwaves across the globe, plunging the continent into a conflict unseen since World War II. What began as a military operation quickly escalated into a full-scale war, with devastating consequences for Ukraine and far-reaching implications for the world. The early days of the invasion were marked by chaos and uncertainty. Russian forces advanced on multiple fronts, targeting key cities and military installations. The Ukrainian people, caught off guard but resolute, mounted a fierce defense of their homeland. The world watched in horror as images of bombed-out buildings and fleeing civilians filled television screens. The invasion of Ukraine marked a turning point in international relations. It shattered the illusion of a post-Cold War world order and exposed the fragility of global security. The conflict has had profound political, economic, and humanitarian consequences, testing the limits of international diplomacy and cooperation. The war in Ukraine has been characterized by brutal urban warfare, with major cities bearing the brunt of the fighting. Kyiv, the capital city, became an early target of the Russian advance. Ukrainian forces, bolstered by a surge of civilian resistance, fought tirelessly to repel the invaders. The city of Kharkiv, located in northeastern Ukraine, faced relentless shelling and missile attacks, reducing entire neighborhoods to rubble. Mariupol, a strategic port city on the Sea of Azov, became a symbol of Ukrainian resistance and Russian aggression. The city endured a brutal 3-month siege, with Russian forces indiscriminately targeting civilian infrastructure, including hospitals and shelters. The battle for Mariupol left the city in ruins, a stark reminder of the devastating human cost of war. The war in Ukraine has triggered one of the largest humanitarian crises in recent history. Millions of Ukrainians have been forced to flee their homes, seeking refuge in neighboring countries or within Ukraine itself. The United Nations estimates that over 14 million people have been internally displaced, while over 8 million have crossed international borders. The war has had a devastating impact on Ukrainian civilians. Thousands have been killed, injured, or separated from loved ones. The physical and psychological scars of the conflict will undoubtedly linger for generations to come. The destruction of homes, schools, and hospitals has left countless families without basic necessities, struggling to survive amidst the chaos and uncertainty. Section 4. The global stage: economic and political fallout. The war in Ukraine has sent shockwaves through the global economy. Western nations have imposed unprecedented sanctions on Russia, targeting its financial institutions, energy sector, and oligarchs. The sanctions have had a significant impact on the Russian economy, but they have also contributed to global inflation, supply chain disruptions, and energy price volatility. The war has also heightened geopolitical tensions. NATO has strengthened its military presence in Eastern Europe, while Western countries have provided Ukraine with billions of dollars in military and humanitarian aid. The conflict has exposed the fault lines in the international system, raising concerns about a new Cold War between Russia and the West. Section 5. International aid and the pursuit of peace. In the face of unimaginable suffering, the international community has mobilized to provide aid and support to Ukraine. Humanitarian organizations have been working tirelessly to deliver food, water, shelter, and medical supplies to those in need. Neighboring countries have opened their borders to Ukrainian refugees, offering them safety and assistance. Diplomatic efforts to end the war have been ongoing, but progress has been elusive. Several rounds of peace talks between Ukraine and Russia have failed to produce a breakthrough. The international community continues to call for a ceasefire and a negotiated settlement, emphasizing the need to protect civilian lives and uphold international law. Section 6. Ukrainian resilience and the hope for a brighter future. Despite the unimaginable hardships they have endured, the Ukrainian people have shown remarkable resilience, determination, and unity in the face of adversity. Their courage and spirit have inspired the world, serving as a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. The war in Ukraine is a tragedy, a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict and the fragility of peace. As the conflict enters its second year, the international community must remain steadfast in its support for Ukraine, providing humanitarian assistance, holding perpetrators accountable, and working tirelessly towards a just and lasting peace. The hope for a brighter future for Ukraine and for the world rests on our collective commitment to diplomacy, dialogue, and the pursuit of a world free from war and violence.